Desktop J. Hey, see, look, what's up with all that? Okay, I know what it is. Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, man.
Are you challenging my authority?
You have no authority.
Young Washington, in theaters July 4th.
Why can I not become a British officer?
Because you are not British, George.
There must be a path.
There is not for you.
Humans' origin is in Africa.
Africa.
There is no dispute about
None.
that at all. You know, they'll say, well, what are you? That's a well, I'm Italian. Well, where are you born? America. Where are your parents born? Brooklyn. Where are their parents born? Italy.
Right.
So I'm Italian.
Right.
And they stop there. And if you keep going, we're all African. There is an ancestor of yours that is African. If you go far enough back on the tree, but you stopped in Sweden, and you stopped in Italy, and you stopped in Poland, keep going back.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. We would first like to thank Double Barrel and the Whiskey Shop for having us today's episode of Club Shay Shay. If you're in Beverly Hills, come by for a drink in this elegant lounge. Now, on to today's episode. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today, he's the protege. He's one of the most brilliant and respected and influential minds of this generation. He's a renowned science communicator, famous for popularizing astronomy and astrophysics, bridging the gap between complex scientific concepts and the general public. He has a BA in physics from Harvard, a PhD in astrophysics from Columbia, and he also taught at Princeton. A highly intelligent educator, an accomplished director, and an Emmy-winning executive producer, an acclaimed television host, a popular narrator, a sought-after public speaker, an influential entertainer, and a prolific writer. His book just debuted #3 on the New York Times best-selling list. He's awarded the NASA Distinguished Public Service Medal, a science icon, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Now, I gotta live up to all of that.
You already have. I would hate to come back here in 5 or 6 years and have to read this again. Just keep going.
All right. Well, thank you for that very warm introduction.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And now we just got the news before we started taping that your new book, Take Me to Your Leader just debuted at number 3 on the New York Times bestseller.
I learned that 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
Just that
we learned it together. So you know what?
Here you go.
We're gonna toast. This is my cognac, Shea by Laportier.
You got
It's
it.
a VSOP.
It's your cognac.
It's actually my cognac.
Okay.
We're gonna send you away with some.
You got, oh, I could do that.
Thank you so much.
All right. VSO, very special old.
Very special old pale.
Pale, VSOP.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. It drinks like an XO though. But
Okay.
thank you for stopping by.
All right.
It is such an honor to have someone as brilliant as you are to help explain maybe the unexplainable.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're a scientist and you operate on the frontier,
Okay.
half of what you're looking at doesn't have an explanation yet.
Wow.
That's the whole point. If you're the research science community, they got 1 foot in what is known,
Right.
ideally, and then 1 foot in what, if you both feet, you don't want to put both feet out.
Right. You don't want both feet in the unknown.
Because then you just float away.
Okay.
So 1 feet in what is known, then anchors your understanding.
Okay.
And then you tiptoe out there and see what's new to be discovered. So when news headlines say, oh, scientists have to go back to the drawing board on this, we're always at the drawing board.
Okay.
It's a misconception that we're sitting there with our legs up,
Once we
basking in
figured
our
out something.
mastery of the universe.
Okay.
No. Yeah. So
So when someone says some things are best left unexplained, when you hear that, what do you say?
said no scientist ever. In fact, if we see something that has no explanation,
Right.
we're drawn to it.
Right.
It's a magnet.
You
for
trying to
us.
figure out why.
Why? That's so there's a famous line.
Okay.
The German poet Rainer Maria Rilke wrote a book called Letters to a Young Poet.
Okay.
And I'm going to mangle it a little bit, but I'll get it mostly right. It says, be at peace with all that stirs in your heart. Learn to love the questions themselves. And you can love the questions, but that means if you're a scientist, you want to figure it out, and then another question pops up.
Right.
Right? So you love the sequence of questions that are the product of research that give you a new place to stand and new vistas.
Okay.
To see beyond the walls that used to be there.
Take me to your leader. Tell us about this book. It's Aliens, and I want to talk to you about that because for the longest time, we have this of what has been drawn or what has been presented to us of what an alien is and what it
Right,
looks like.
right.
And so you're here to explain, offer us a better explanation of what actually aliens are, if they exist, and are we going to meet them or have we already met them?
I'm not authorized to comment further. No. So I tried to stay out of it.
Okay.
For the longest time, just because it was too messy.
Okay.
And what do I mean by the longest time? Over the decades, you heard these reports, flying saucers, abductions.
Yes.
And it was the farmer in the back 40 reporting this. It was the revelers after the bar
Yes.
let out. It was, there was plausible deniability
Okay.
of the sanity of who was giving the report. Okay? Now, UFO enthusiasts were eager to gather as much of this information as they could. And even UFO enthusiasts recognize that most sightings of UFOs have a natural explanation.
Okay.
And I'm looking up at the sky all the time since I was 9 years old.
Okay.
All right. So I know about the sun, moon, stars, planets, and I also know about weather patterns because weather interferes with my sky. So I'm going to know whether weather's coming and going, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it feels like. And I've never seen anything I couldn't explain. Even though a few things I could only explain given the extensive knowledge that I have.
Right.
Which tells me that for most people without that extensive knowledge, that will get reported to the police.
Okay.
Okay? And so only in the last maybe 8 years or so, let me put the marker where the New York Times reported on that fuzzy Tic Tac that the naval officer, the Navy pilots found.
Right.
And you hear them commenting, "Oh my gosh, what is that? We're tracking it."
Right.
Okay, and you feel their excitement.
Right.
And it's a little bit, I don't want to call it fear, but there. they don't know, right? They're in a state of unknown. So from then onward, more sort of official sounding people have come forward.
Yes.
In the last 3 years, we have whistleblowers, insiders,
Right.
ex-military,
Yes.
ex-intelligence agencies,
Right.
and they're reporting in Congress, sworn testimony,
Yes.
that they got crashed alien bodies in the back shed, that they've got crashed saucer hardware in the back,
Right.
that they've got reverse engineered science and technology from the alien. They're testifying to this. And so I said, all right, it's time for me to step in.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Okay. I wanted to do a couple of things. I wanted to celebrate this fascination we have with aliens.
Right.
In all of our movies.
Yes.
I mean, you know, do you realize that half of the top 10 grossing movies of all time involve non-Earth-based creatures? Like at the top of the list is, of course, E.T.'s. I don't know if it's the top 10, but that's another example. Avatar.
Yes.
These are aliens.
Yes.
Okay. And so we love us some aliens
Yes.
in this culture. So I wanted to give a serious analysis of the powers and the technologies that these aliens that have come out of our imagination.
Okay.
And then ask, if actual aliens came to Earth, could they have these abilities and these technologies? And how smart would they be? You can give a serious analysis of that. So now, what do you conclude? Well, we're still in a situation where you have to ask the person, do you believe in aliens? Okay?
Right.
But let me ask you this. Do you believe in elephants? Your answer would be, that's not even the right question. They just exist.
Yes.
Because you've seen them.
I've seen them.
In person.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay? But think of how that would go in testimony. There's only a couple of dozen people who've ever seen an elephant.
Right.
And you gotta believe me, they got this big rubbery thing that's flexible.
Right.
It can pick stuff up, it smells, it eats.
Right.
It 2 teeth sticking out.
Right.
That's shiny and it's got sheet-sized ears.
Right.
And it's got legs the size of tree trunks. And can you draw one? And then, of course, the drawing is always crappy, right? And you say, what is this thing? You gotta believe me.
Right.
You can make a 2-hour documentary of testimonies about that.
Right.
If only a few dozen people have done it, or even if 50 people have done it. But the documentary is 10 minutes long.
Right.
If they just bring out the elephant.
Correct.
5 minutes to bring out the elephant and 5 minutes for the rolling credits.
Right.
And nowhere after that does anyone have to say, you believe in elephants.
Right.
And the elephant is not the only creature for which you could have this crazy conversation. You got to believe me. There's this creature in the
The
sea.
woolly mammoth, the saber-toothed
Hey,
tiger.
No, do better than that. Those are just mammals.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's do better than that. There's this creature in the sea. It has 8 legs, and each leg has suction cups on it.
Okay.
And it's squishy, and it's really smart, and it can open jars.
Yes.
And it can open doorknobs. And one variety of them has a camouflage.
Yes.
And they can disappear into the thing. You gotta believe me. No, I need another witness. And another witness give a slightly different account. I need you to draw it. And they draw it, and it's this weird thing. And it's an octopus.
Right. So in other
Just
words,
bring out the octopus.
the Loch Ness monster would be considered an alien because a few people have seen it. They seem to have photographs. It's in this one big pool of
Fuzzy photograph.
fuzzy photographs. So normally, if we really wanted to know that bad, is there any possible way we could drain?
Yeah, well, you don't have to drain it. To drag the lake.
Okay.
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 Loch Ness.
Yes.
Because it's Nessie is the name. Is the creature.
Okay.
Yeah. We drag the lake for bodies.
Yes. All the time.
Okay. Okay. If you think people have been dumping bodies into your river.
Right.
So you could do this, or do it with sonar, this kind of thing. That's a different field called cryptozoology.
Okay.
These are people who are not looking for aliens. They're looking for species of life on Earth that has eluded the search of biologists.
Oh.
So no, Bigfoot would be one
Yes,
of them.
okay.
And there's if you type Bigfoot, videos of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
There's this one famous video where this like ape-like creature he like turns and looks to the side.
Did I give you a good photo? Did you get a good?
Yeah, you want me to smile? What was I doing?
Yeah.
But that film is 60 years old.
Right.
And I think it was done in the 1960s.
Right.
And it's okay. Anybody else have it?
Right.
And back then, who had cameras?
Right.
Journalists and tourists.
Correct.
You don't walk around with a camera.
No.
And we're old enough to remember there was a day you were only photographed once per year.
Yes.
And what was that?
Very special crazy.
That was the school photo.
Yeah, school photo. You got your school photos.
It may be your birthday.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
That's it. Everybody's got a camera today.
Yes.
So to have less evidence for Bigfoot when we have more cameras,
Right.
that's just a little suspicious.
Well, maybe they don't like the paparazzi.
Okay, so we could go down that road. I would say, bring it. Okay, so somewhere I think you'd find Bigfoot poop. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, now you'd have to say, well, they clean up after themselves. Okay, wait. So where's Lady?
Yo. I'm trying to hold on. That the no must. So where are we at? Maybe you. Yo, tick. Is it the air? Like, come on, man. Oh shoot, I know. So uh-oh. I could fix that. Shoot. Yes. How about now? Come on, man. What's the echo? Okay, okay. I'm working on. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. I'm just now like I'm getting equipped where I can be consistent, but I ain't just I ain't got a lot of content yet. Trying to get positioned. So, hold on, it's an echo going on. Ain't in position yet, but followers. I don't know. Get like what? I don't have much to give. Like I do this to because I don't have much going right now. You know what I'm saying? But I have a lot that I want that I like to do. Yeah, it makes sense. How would you set that up though? Like yeah, that makes like a follower goal. Set a follower goal on your on the stream. Should I do that? Good. And it's but like give 100 to each follower. Like what's that? 1K. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I need to set that up, man. I have to pick a day to do a stream to announce it. Yeah, but I have to be ready, before I announce it to make sure that I'm keep keep it going. Yeah. What's today? Wednesday. I probably need like 2 days. Cause right now, I'm gonna be honest, it's not even my room I'm streaming in. I got I got the plan. I can plan that out, but I gotta be in position to keep to stick with it. So, yeah, we can go ahead and set it up, but yeah, set up the wheel. It sounds like something I do. Okay, 2 or 3 minutes. First 100. Yeah, I'm, I'm down for it, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave a follow too? It'll probably help. Just let me know. time.
Bigfoot.
Yes.
Because it looks awfully mammalian to me.
Yes.
Somebody's having sex somewhere in the woods. You'd be hearing that.
Yes.
Okay. So it's easier to see that a microbe would go undiscovered,
Right.
or some smaller creature in some backwoods that
Right.
no one had been before.
Did it
And we
freeze
are
up?
discovering species annually. In fact, one was you kindly mentioned. I have an
Okay, yeah, I need to. I got all this. I need to turn my mic up. No, that's good now. But yeah, man, we can set that up. I guess you would do $100 for today. Oh, you think I can reach 100 today? So you think? So you think I can make $100? Cause right now you do $100. Yeah, yeah, you can promote it. We can get it going, but I have to make the money today in order. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, I'm with it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Just let me know. I don't have no set plan on how long I'm stream, but I said a follow, man. I'll stay in touch. You know, we can we'll make it work. Yeah. I'm sitting up here. I'm trying to hit affiliate, man. I'm not. I don't know how long this stream gonna be. I mean, trying to meet my hours and stuff. But I would like to do this. I don't really want to have a 3-hour stream today. Shoot, I might end and get back. So I'm just gonna get up with you. Stay in touch with you.